Hi you guys. So let me start this video off by saying wow. There are so many of you that have just recently come to become my follower within the past few days, and it's so awesome. You guys are incredible and you guys have been so sweet. My dog is so crazy. But you guys, oh Lord. Stop it. You know who that is. Anyway, but I just want to say, thank you guys for watching. This is going to be, me explaining, the whole Selena situation and how she followed me and how we talked on the phone. And I'm going to be very nonchalant about it because I still don't believe it happened. I kind of tear up at times, and then other times I'm like, what the hell? That didn't even happen. It's not real. So, I might be I don't know how I'm going to talk, when I'm saying this to you, but let me, start out by saying, explaining the whole story so you're, not confused on, why I did this and why I said that. Okay, so I met Selena back about a year ago in November, and I gave her my blade so I would stop cutting, and I am self-harm clean. I have not cut in over a year and almost 2 months. Yes, a year and 2 months. So I'm very, and I have to say, it was all her, because whenever I would think about going to the blade, I would think about her and how it felt to hug her and all of that. She was always constantly on my mind, and she was that stepping stone for me to get better. So that's one of those things where she's helps me up. So another thing is, because of that, I got a tattoo, and it says love yourself first, and that's obviously she has it on her back, so I wanted to get the same tattoo but on my wrist, because that's where I used to hurt myself, and I wanted to put it there as a friendly reminder, 1, that she's here for me, and 2, that I need to love myself, and 3, that I would never hurt myself again. So it was just something that is very personal to me. Alright, so let me start off by explaining the story. So I was just kind of sitting at home, and I was sitting on my bed, and I was on the computer. I was about to watch High School Musical 3 because I've been watching all of the High School Musicals, and Selena retweeted. I was in the middle. I was about to call somebody. I don't remember, but I was on my Twitter, and I was on my Twitter messages. I don't even know why, and then I was like, whoa, Selena posted Selena retweeted something that Zed said about calling a fan party line. So I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Let me try to call. I really highly doubted that I was gonna get through. Who does that even happen to? It happens to the people in Guam. That doesn't happen to us. You know what I mean? It's just so weird. So I kept calling, and I was I literally told myself I'm so pathetic for thinking I'm even going to get a hold of her. And then I kept getting you have reached Zed. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to leave a message. And then it kept calling, and then it kept saying unable to get through. And I was like, what the heck? So I finally got to the Zed thing where it told me to leave a message. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should leave a message. I left a message, and I left my number, and I continued to call after that. And I called 121 times. Yeah. And I kept saying before as I kept calling, I was I know tonight is the night I'm going to tell her that she saved my life. That was everything that was going through my head when I was trying to get a hold of her. I was tonight is going to be the night that I told her about the blades. Tonight is going to be the night that she knows everything. And literally, I told myself I was going to stop at 1:05 a.m., and she called me at 1:05 a.m., and it was 1:02 when I said that. And she called me at 1:05, and I was like, oh my god. So all I get is this unknown phone call, and I'm like, no one could be messing with me. No, because nobody knows I'm even calling. I just kept calling. I didn't tell anybody I was calling. I just kept going. And then all I get is, I answer the phone, I'm like, hello, and all you hear is Selena's really high-pitched voice. Hi, so you left a message? And I was like, oh my god, Selena. And then, she was like, hi, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good, can I tell you something? The first thing that went to my mind was everything that I've ever wanted to tell her. And she was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, so I want you to know that I gave you my blades a year ago when I went to meet you in November. And she was like, oh yeah, I remember, in a little box, right? And I was like, no, that wasn't me. And she was like, oh, okay. She's the preppiest girl, and she's the cutest thing. And I was like, yeah, I gave it to you in Chicago, and I want you to know, anytime I ever thought to self-harm, I thought of you, and because of you, I am 1 year clean. And she was like, oh, yay! Like, you hear, like, a whole bunch of people clapping in the background. It was, like, something that I was like, oh, my God. And she was like, I am so proud of you. And I was like, holy Lord. And I literally was in tears. I was like, thank you. I was like, thank you so much. Like, that's all I've ever wanted to hear from you. Like, honestly, 100%, it's all I've ever wanted to hear from her, is to hear that she was proud of me, because I do everything, like, I do everything to make her proud, honestly. Like, I live my life to make sure that she's happy. And I know that sounds really crazy, but it's just, it's like something that really means a lot to me. Like, I would never want to disappoint her. So, I told her, I was like, so I got a Love Yourself First tattoo. She was like, right, I have that on my back. And I was like, yeah, and I got it. I was like, yeah, of course I had to get that because you had it. And I was like, oh my God, Selena, that was so unoriginal. She was like, that is so cool. And I was like, yeah, it's there to remind me, like, not to hurt myself again. And she was like, that is really great. And like, I think I just made that up. But I did say that I got it. I don't know what she said after that. I think I just made that up. I'm sorry, you guys. Stop barking. And then, so I was like, you should follow me on Instagram. And she thought I meant Twitter, and she was like, what's your Twitter user? And I was like, no, Instagram. She was like, ooh, you better work it, girl. And I was like, and I gave her my Instagram name, and I felt so uncomfortable. I was like, Ask Lena. She was like, Ask Lena? And I was like, Ask Lena. Yeah, like, it was so cute. Oh my God. Like, stop. Anyway, so that's where, like, I think that was, like, the base of the end of it. And then she was like, okay, well, we have to start taking new calls. I love you. She was like, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you, and stay strong. Have a good night. And then, like, we ended the phone call, and I was like, wow. Like, when it ended, I literally got up and I was screaming. It was 1 a.m, so everyone is asleep, and I'm like screaming so loud, and I'm crying hysterically. And I open my mom's door. She's like dead asleep. I'm in my parents' room. She's dead asleep, and her TV's off, and I'm like, Mom! Like, I'm like, Mom, she just called me to talk to Selena on the phone. And then, like, my mom was like, turn off the light and close the door. Like, literally, nothing. And I was trying to call my best friend. No one was answering. And I was, like, really overwhelmed because, like, seriously, like, the thing that I've always ever wanted was, like, wow. And then I got online, and I saw that she followed me. All I got was a whole bunch of, she followed you. And I was like, what the heck? Like, she definitely followed me. Like, how does this even, this doesn't happen to, this happens to the people in Guam, you guys. It just doesn't happen here. Like, no, like, I still don't believe it happened. Like, I remember her voice really well. I just don't believe it happened. Like, and, like, I literally check the following list every 2 seconds because I need to know, like, I don't believe that she follows me. Like, I don't believe it at all. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not bragging. I promise you, but, like, this, oh my God. Anyway, I love her so much. And, like, I want to thank you guys for being so nice to me. I have not had one mean comment within the last, like, 5 days. And it means so much to me because I really handle bullying really bad. Like, I get really emotional and I start crying, and I'm not good with bullying. And wow, and that day before, I was getting really, really bullied. Like, I was getting told that I wasn't worth life, that I was ugly, fat, and all of that. And then that day, Selena followed me. So it's like, honestly, do not give up. Like, this is, like, the whole message of this whole entire video. Do not give up, because I was literally calling myself pathetic for even thinking that I would even get a hold of her. And then she calls me and she follows me. So do not give up. No, it's not going to happen the first time you do it. Like, it's not going to mean that much to you if things get handed to you. This is not the first time I've tried to get a hold of Selena. So I'm just saying, do not quit trying. You will get your shot. I promise you 100% that you will get this. Wow. Like, you just don't give up on her, because she sees everything. I promise you, she stalks, she creeps, she sees you. So I promise you that good things will come your way if you are a positive person in life. You guys are great, and I'm really, really, really happy, and I'm really, really blessed to have you guys. You guys are like the greatest followers, and like though you guys follow me because Selena followed me, it's still great because you guys are still really nice to me, and it means a lot to me, and I'm very happy and positive today, which is really good because I'm normally not like this at all. I'm very down on myself, and I'm very upset and all the time. Like I'm naturally like a depressed person, but like I feel really good. Like I am so happy. Like there's nothing bringing me down, and I want to thank you guys, and I want to thank Selena for that. And I'm very blessed. Thank you guys.